when somebody violates an agreement, it's like, I don't need to talk to that person.
Yeah, I'll likely work with someone else. Even if you're making money off of them, a lot of times I might go pay someone else more money just not to work with that person. I felt like they weren't doing me right.
For those of you that don't know, that maybe you've been living in under your bed, as the politicians of today recommend, this is the homie Jake Shields. And Jake was a multi-time world champion in various MMA organizations, was in UFC for many years. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going from the top of my head, you had a 15-fight win streak at one time. That you beat some former champions, future champions.
I think 5 UFC champs in that win streak, so it was a pretty... one of the better win streaks out there. Fought some pretty good guys. So
multi-time world champions that you defeated along the way. Yes. In that. So anyway, Jake's fantastic at jiu-jitsu, fantastic in MMA in general, and just a really solid guy, really nice guy. We met a few years ago through another mutual friend, acquaintance for me more, and we chatted then a few times. And when I got serious about I really want to get my skill set up in that area, and I have the time to make a commitment to it, you're one of the guys I reached out to. I said, hey, do you have time? We could do this together. Could you help me out with this? And something I really admired about you is that loyalty component. I felt that way about you. You're a guy that it's important to you to keep your word.
100%. Yeah, do what you say you're going to do. Say if you do something. That's one I think a lot of people nowadays, generation, they don't know. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't make commitments you can't do, because if someone tells me to do something, I don't feel like I should have to check up on them. I feel like tell someone meet someone in 3 weeks, it's going to be there. And I find today sometimes people make connections, and then the night you call them the day before and like, oh wait, we're doing that. It's like, yeah, we had an agreement 3 weeks ago. It's weird. People just like forget things they say.
I think that's weird as fuck. I don't like to. I won't be friends with people like that. In week 4, we're not going to be friends anymore.
And I think a lot of successful people like that. I think a lot of unsuccessful people don't realize that they do this as someone who's already successful and good. If someone says something, they're going to do it. Shouldn't have to check up. So that you would do this, and those people they're not going to want to deal with you.
Take that to heart, folks. You hear me talk about things like that pretty frequently. That when I say I always keep my word. When I say that, I'm not saying like I'm such a nice guy, I'm the world's biggest altruist. I barely believe in charity. I barely believe in charity at all. I believe just a little bit of charity, and only with people that deserve it, frankly. Be in your selfish best interest. If for no other reason, if you were otherwise a shitbag, which I know you're not or you wouldn't be here, but if you were otherwise a shitbag, it would still be in your selfish best interest to keep your word, to always make good on commitments. If you make a promise to do something, do it, and do it on the terms that you said.
Yeah.
If you renegotiate, I just want to echo what you said. Like when a person renegotiates something with somebody that has other options, they have other good things going on in their life, I don't like this. I'm happy to negotiate something hard up front, but if I make an agreement, all right, we're going to do this and this by this time under these terms, and I'm going to keep my side 100%. And when somebody comes back, oh, this thing came up, so well, I don't give a fuck what came up. I don't give a fuck what came up. And I might be their best customer their whole fucking lifetime if they treat me well. And I'm going to do my part and I'm going to treat them well. When somebody violates an agreement, it's like, I don't even talk to that person.
Yeah, I'll likely work with someone else. Even if you're making money off of them, a lot of times I might go pay someone else more money just not to work with that person. I felt like they weren't doing me right. I think a lot of people feel that way that are successful. You'll pay a little more to work with someone that you feels like not screwing you over.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that just in construction in the past year. I've fired a couple people that, not worth the whole story, but exactly those things. They promise one thing, they wouldn't make good on it, or they promise me a timeline, and they'd be behind, and then they'd be behind again. I'd be like, all right, now if I can't trust your word, because I'm scheduling other people. I might be scheduling electricians around that, and plumbers around that, and drywall guys around that, and painters around that, and finish carpenters. And then if one person didn't do the thing they're supposed to do, now I got to call 5 people myself, and I got to look like a dickhead. And I got to say, hey, this thing didn't get done on time, and it's my fault at the end. Yeah. It's not their fault that somebody fucked it up. It's not their fault that somebody fucked me over. So then I got to be a dickhead, which I hate, and I got to tell them, hey, I got to shift these 5 people now, or five crews, to do things at different timing, and I got to compensate them for that because I'm not an asswipe. And if I'm changing their schedule, I want to treat them fairly,
Yeah, I think one mistake people don't realize, when someone asks you a question, you don't always have to give them a yes or no. You can be like, oh, give me a second. I got to look at my schedule and figure it out. I feel like too many people, when someone asks, can you do this, they instantly just feel the need to be like, yeah or no. Instead, they can be like, I got to think about that for a day first, or 2 days, to see if I can do it. So you don't need to always commit without thinking about things first.
My default answer is always no.
Exactly, because once you commit, you should do it. Even if you decide you don't want to later, you should do it, because I just think sticking to your word Most successful people I know, at least, people don't think they were. They get really upset about it and don't want to work with them anymore. I would imagine that's a common thing, common trait.
Yeah, I'm definitely that way. And, Warren Buffett says that if you want to protect your if you want to really make money, that you have to protect your time. And to protect your time, he says you have to say 99 no's for every one yes. You got to say no to 99 things for every one thing that you say yes to. If you say yes to something, you have to do it at a high level. But 99 no's for every one yes. When I heard that stuck in my head, and I'm like, yeah, that's important.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to say, you definitely don't want to say yes to everything. But if you do say yes, do it. I would say, I'm sure you would agree with this. Always be in time to meet anyone. People get extremely feel disrespected when you make them wait because time's valuable. You're wasting your time, which could be your money.
It's the most valuable resource. You can go find some more money. Hard to get some more time.
Yeah, if I was a career trained fighter, a lot of times they show up late on the first day. A lot of times I'll just leave and won't train them after that. It's like, oh, you can't just come show up late and expect me to train you.
I've had clients that are paying me that show up, that they'll show up late, and then they'll ask me questions for something I already covered for the people that were on time. I say, it wasn't important enough for you to be here on time, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I won't someone's late, they're definitely not re-showing things. Even sometimes I'll do seminars, guys come in late, they'll be asking what I showed. It's like, you can't just come in late and ask me to show something when you're the one that's late. I'll let you join late, but don't expect me to get down and re-show something that I already showed when you're the one that showed up late. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, those are some very useful life lessons.
Yeah.
If you are or on your way to be a millionaire or multimillionaire, probably going to want to spend time with my clients. Probably going to want to have a personal relationship with me so we can accelerate that process, get you living up to your maximum potential, earning your maximum wage. You're going to want to click that follow button. You're going to want to click that bell and get notifications. Tune in every Friday, tune in every Monday. You're going to love what you see. I look forward to having you as a client in the future.